Hey y'all, welcome back to my channel. So for this video, I'm going to be doing a get ready with me chit chat style video. I'm actually on my way out to hang out with two of my girlfriends for dinner, drinks, and an awesome movie. So today I just wanted to sit down, hang out with y'all, and I hope that you have fun and enjoy. So let's go ahead and jump right in. Hey y'all, so the first thing I'm going in with, I don't know why I sounded so weird just there, but I'm going to be using the Morphe 25B palette for pretty much most of the eye look today. And the first shadow I'm going in with is right here. It reminds me a lot of Makeup Geek Peach Smoothie. And I'm going to be using my Morphe M441 blending brush to put this into the crease. So tonight, me and two of my girlfriends are going out to dinner and drinks, and we're also going to see a movie after. And this is so silly, but we're going to see, oh my God, I just forgot the second part of it. 12 something. Why is it? Y'all, I swear, like every single time I get in front of the camera, I lose like half of my intelligence, half of my memory. Like, I don't know what happens, but something does. But anyways, we're going to see this movie, and basically it is about the first 12 soldiers who went overseas right after 9/11 happened. And it follows all of their stories, and apparently it's the declassified version of what happened, of the actual events. And if you guys don't know, I'm a huge military supporter. My great-grandfather, who's still alive, served in World War II. My grandfather served in Vietnam in the Navy, so it just really runs in my family. Really quickly, I'm going in with this shade right here, which is kind of just a little bit darker than the first shade, using the same exact brush, applying it directly into the crease, but just keeping a little bit lower. But anyways, so, and one of my girlfriends who is coming tonight, her boyfriend is in the Army as well, and he is actually overseas right now. So I don't know why we're going to see this movie when we're all going to cry our eyes out, and she's going to be super emotional because obviously he's not home right now. And then my other girlfriend actually works at the VA. So we're basically going to be a mascara mess tonight. But I have been wanting to see this movie as soon as I saw the trailer. It just looks really emotional and fitting for what happened in the story. So I'm excited to see it. I just know I'm going to cry pretty much the whole time. So we'll see. But next up, I'm going to go in with the shade right here. It's kind of like it's a brown. It's definitely a warm tone. It has a little bit of like a rust undertone to it. And I don't want the eyes to be too dark tonight, but I'm going in with my Morphe M503 brush. I'm just going to take a little bit of that, and I'm going to apply this to the outer V area. But I'm really excited about tonight because I honestly haven't been out with my girlfriends in quite a long time. I typically just go out with my mom and my sister, but it's nice to like get out and hang out with the girls. So I'm excited about that. And my husband's working until really late tonight. So I was just gonna be at home by myself with the fur babies, but now I have some plans, so I'm excited about that. I am loving this palette so much, you guys. Honestly, this is like the holy grail palette for me. It has everything you'll need for the daytime, for the nighttime, warm tones, cool tones, neutrals, like just a whole palette. I love it so much. And obviously you guys can see the pigmentation is really on point with this. So now that I pretty much have all of the matte shades that I am wanting, I'm going to be digging into another palette. This one is the Self-Made by Anastasia Beverly Hills. And I haven't worn this shade in quite some time, but I remember as soon as I got the palette, I was using it nonstop. But I'm going to be going in with this shade right here. It's called Pink Champagne. If y'all are familiar with this palette, then you know that this is the shade of the palette. It is so beautiful. But I'm going to be using a flat shader brush, and then I'm going to spritz a little bit of my Urban Decay All Nighter spray. I don't know where my Chill setting spray is. It's somewhere in my beauty room, but honestly, this place is kind of a wreck right now. So I'm just gonna squirt that so I don't have a ton of fallout. And watch, if you guys have not seen this shadow on someone before, it's so beautiful. Oh, so pretty. Honestly, this is like one of my favorite shades in the entire world. I am going to be putting it all over the lid, not just in the center, in the inner corner. All right, so now I'm going back in with that second matte shade that we used in the Morphe palette just to add a little bit more depth to the crease. But honestly, you guys, I love this pink champagne eyeshadow. Like, it is so beautiful. My only thing with it is that I have to do my eyes first because there is so much fallout with it. Just like I used the spray, there was still fallout. So that's kind of my only thing. It's not a complaint because honestly, for an eyeshadow that is this metallic, you're going to have that naturally, but it's so beautiful. I just have to do my eyes first. That's the only thing. Okay, so now I'm going to highlight my brow bone with this shade right here, which is the perfect shade for me right now to highlight my brow bone because it's kind of like a vanilla shade with a little tiny bit of a yellow undertone. So I'm just going to take that on like this weird angled brush thing and highlight my brow bone. And this is a must for me. Like, even if I'm not doing a sparkle or any sort of dramatic look, I always highlight my brow bone because it just cleans up the excess. And that's what I want. I want a clean face. I just realized that I didn't put moisturizer on my face. I just got out of the shower, I washed my face and everything. I did not put moisturizer on. So I'm gonna do that really quick. I'll be right back. Okay, so now I'm going to move on to my face. The first thing I'm using is the e.l.f. Hydrating Face Primer. My skin has been a dry desert the past week, mostly because I haven't been hydrating throughout the day. I've been drinking way too much coffee throughout the week to really just make sure I survive. So my skin has been dry, but thankfully I've had a lot more of a conscious about my water intake over the weekend. So, but I really like this primer. This primer doesn't break me out, which I know with more inexpensive products, sometimes you're not getting the best ingredients. And with my skin sensitivity, it's really easy to tell when I'm not. But that one I really, really like. So now I'm going in with the Sonia Kashuk Soft Focus Satin Matte Primer foundation. This is not a primer. And I love this foundation a lot. This is the one that I used in one of my latest videos with the silicone makeup sponge. My poor husband, bless his heart, got me the silicone sponges to try for Christmas. And they were terrible. So I'll have that video linked at the end in case you're interested in seeing it. It was really just kind of funny, to be honest. Definitely not my thing, not a supporter of the silicone sponge, but the foundation is really, really great. I love it because it reminds me a lot of what the Too Faced Born This Way foundation does. It just gives you kind of that natural finish, not too dewy and not too matte either. So it's great for all skin types. So today I was trying to figure out how to do a live feed because that's just something that I've been wanting to try out lately. I just feel like a lot of times I don't really, I don't know, like I don't get super personal in my videos because, well, for a couple of reasons. For one, in my profession, not necessarily like psychology in general, but being a psychologist, we're kind of taught by different people, and it's not by everyone, but really just to kind of keep your shit together, basically. And so I always get nervous that for some reason, like if anyone from my program or like clients or whatever were to see my channel, that I would kind of have like this, I don't know, like weird vulnerability that I'm not supposed to have because that's what I was taught. But then I started thinking recently, especially after I hit the 1,000 subscriber mark, that I feel like that's part of the problem of stigma with mental health across the entire world, is like no one really talks about it. And whenever people do, first off, it's like a really big freaking deal. And also it kind of creates this environment where trolls like to come out and shame people. So that's kind of like part of the reason why there will be weeks whenever I wouldn't film over the past year, because I was just going through a lot of stuff and I wanted to talk about it so much here on my channel, especially because this is a huge outlet for me. Quickly, I'm going in with the Born This Way concealer by Too Faced. Listen, little nugget. Sammy, come here, baby. My dog's like messing with his food bowl. He drags it everywhere with him. But anyways, so what was I saying? Oh my gosh, I got so off track with all of that. But yeah, so that's why I was missing a lot throughout this past year. Like there would just be weeks where I wanted to come on and talk about it. I wanted to have friends that I could talk to about what I was struggling with and just dealing with, but that kind of prevented me from doing it. But I really reflected on my channel over the past couple of days whenever, you know, all of this excitement was happening, because I realized like this really is a place of pure joy for me. Like I love my channel so much. I love all of my subscribers. I love the friends that I've made here on YouTube. And this is a place of happiness for me. And I was really kind of like disappointed in myself that I let someone or other people dictate that happiness, because I didn't feel comfortable talking about things. So that's changing, which is why I want to do the live streams more, because I feel like the content that I want to put on my live streams, I want to just get to know my subscribers better. I want my subscribers to get to know me better. I really do want us to build that relationship, that friendship, because, you know, I'm missing that in my life. I don't have a lot of really close girlfriends. I've never been that girl who, you know, had like those 5 amazing friends from high school. Like high school was a living hell for me. Like that is no joke. It was terrible. I had a very bad experience whenever I was in high school. Something pretty devastating happened to me, and as a result, I was socially exiled. So yeah, you know, that happens, and it happens a lot. And I feel like I want to talk about those experiences, especially given this platform to where with YouTube, you reach out to so many people across the entire world. And if I can have any conversation with anyone who is going through something similar as me, I want us to be able to have that connection. So that's my goal with the live feed, long story short. By the way, I went in with my Park Avenue Princess contour palette, and I used the banana shade Enhance right here to set my under eyes. I'm also going to use that to set my entire face, because that e.l.f. primer, it's hydrating. Like it does exactly what it says it is going to do. It really hydrates and makes the face dewy. So I don't want to be looking too greasy. Alright, so now I'm going to quickly finish off the eyes using the Jordana Easy Liner in the shade Eggplant. It's kind of a really nice dark purple. I think this is like my second time using it. I haven't used it in quite a long time, but I'm going to put it in my waterline. I can't find my Tarte Sex Kitten eyeliner, which is really bothering me because I love that thing and it doesn't go anywhere. And knowing that I'm going to be crying a ton tonight, I really wanted it. But this one is really good too, and it'll work. All right, now I'm just using a pencil brush to buff out my lower lash line with the second dark shade that we used in the Morphe palette. All right, to finish off the eyes completely, I'm using the Essence Lash Princess False Lash Effect Mascara. Definitely a mouthful, but I love this stuff. So I'm gonna apply that and then I'll be right back. All right, so now I'm going in with the Park Avenue Princess thing again, and I'm going to be using the shade Princess Cut right here. I love this shade so much for contouring, and this brush, oh my God, you guys, if you love to contour, or even if you're new to the contour game and you're looking for something that isn't going to give you such a harsh line, but will still get into the crevices of your cheek, this Morphe M530 brush is God sent. Seriously, it is so good. But I'm just going to be applying the shade to my cheeks. And the temples of my forehead. I realized I put way too much on the brush. Guys, don't play around the ring light. Nope. Nope. Ooh, I applied a lot of contour to my cheek over here. Holy cow. All right, gotta even that out. Well, at least we know that the Princess palette is super pigmented. It's not picking up crazy on camera. I mean, I don't know, maybe it is to you guys, but dang, that is like really intense. Whew, okay. Next I'm using the Fiona Styles blush in the shade Raisin. This is what it looks like. I love this shade, especially for warm tone makeup looks. It is absolutely beautiful. But one thing I just realized that I didn't really touch on before when I was talking about the live feed is today, whenever I was trying to figure, oh my God, did you guys see that? I need to like take it off my brush because dang. All right, I need to buff this out better. But anyways, so I was trying to figure out the live feed because, you know, as I said, I was wanting to kind of try that out on my channel and see how it goes. But whenever I was doing it, first off, it's the most confusing thing in the world. You think that YouTube could figure it out better, but I ended up somehow starting the live feed just to make sure that it worked. And then like people started watching it and I was like, oh my God, like no, I'm like sitting out there in my pajamas on my back patio. It was so funny. But yeah, so that's my story of trying to figure out how to use the YouTube live. It's not very user friendly with like all the instructions and stuff like that. So, but it was fun, like trying to figure it out. So now that I have more people, it like actually lets me do live feeds. Y'all, this blush, I'm sorry, just hold on one second. I don't know if it's sticking to the foundation or what is going on, but I need help. Let me see if I can buff this out. Okay. Look a little bit better, please. Does that look any better? It is just like, I have blush on. You know what I'm talking about? Like when you put a little too much on. That's what's happening right now. Anyways, so if you guys are interested in watching a live feed, I'm going to have all of the information on Instagram. I'm not like a super big Twitter person. That's just not me. I'm actually more on my book blog Twitter account, and I'll have that link down below in case you guys are interested. But I will put like any sort of notification on my Instagram account, so I will have the name right here. It's always down in the description box as well. But if you guys are ever curious like what's going on or anything like that, everything is on my Instagram. That's just how I operate. So let me know in the comments down below, and if you guys are interested in me doing a live feed, I could do Q&As. I could do just kind of talking about YouTube, anything that you guys want. I know a lot of people here do live feeds. I know Samantha does, Samantha March, as well as like Casey Holmes does a lot of live feeds. Just a lot of beauty gurus do it, and I think it would be so much fun, and also another great way for me to get closer to you guys now that I feel like I've kind of just made that decision to get over that slump. So let me know down below in the comments. But for the highlight, I'm going to be using, so excited, the Kitten highlight from Stila Cosmetics. If y'all have been around my channel for a while and have seen my videos, I have been craving this highlight so much, and my mom came through for me on Christmas. I haven't used it yet, so I'm excited to see what it's going to turn out to be. But I'm actually going to use my, what did I just do? Oh my gosh. I think I just like, what did I do? All right, I'm using a brush because my beauty sponge is not working. All right, so I'm using my Morphe M504 brush to dig into this bad boy. It's like a creamy highlight, but the damn beauty sponge, it was not having that. Okay, a moment of truth. Oh my gosh. Yes. So pretty. Okay, it's exactly what I hoped it would be. It's the perfect highlight, perfect for my skin tone. Y'all, I've had dreams about this highlight. Like, honestly, look how wet that looks right there. Oh, so good. Oh my gosh. Okay. Well, I'm happy that it turned out the way that I was dreaming it would, because every single swatch I've seen on other people just looks absolutely gorgeous. But you know, you never know until you try something yourself. But damn, y'all, that's freaking wet looking. I am all about that. All right, well, I'm just going to apply a little bit more on my Cupid's bow. All right. So we are moving along nicely in this Get Ready With Me that I feel like is forever. Okay, so this is the Smashbox liquid lipstick. It's called Always On liquid lipstick in the shade Babe Alert. So again, this is what the packaging looks like if you guys haven't seen my video where I talk about it. It's so cute. Y'all, this is my favorite formula. Like, I've worn it pretty much every single day since I got it, and it's my favorite. I love it. I'm obsessed. I love the shade, but for me, the formula is seriously on point. It's not super drying. I don't have filler or anything in my lips, so I do have like those fine lines. And sometimes with liquid lipsticks, they really settle into those fine lines. This one, of course it does, but it definitely doesn't to the extent that all of my other ones do. So I love it, basically, is what I'm trying to say. And the applicator is amazing because it has this point to it on the doe foot, so you don't need to line your lips before you go in. So I'm just going to apply this. Oh, it always tickles because the doe foot is like so pointed. Oh my god, it's tickling so much. All right, y'all, so that is going to complete this Get Ready With Me video. I hope that you guys had a fun time hanging out with me, and I will see you in my next one. Bye.